I was thinking about things that are good that I like about technology while I was watching the propaganda on TV. And, it's nice that I told people that, the kosher's the new, refrigeration is the new kill kosher, you know. And the way you cook, I was watching Texas Bucket List, and you have to cook certain things to a certain temperature. So and Emeril Lagasse, you have to cook things at a certain temperature to make sure that you don't kill yourself over flavor and shit like that. So you got to learn to do things properly to keep people healthy and keep yourself healthy and stuff like that. And it has a lot to do with understanding how we use what we perceive as technology to prepare food, to do things healthy and things like that. And the nice thing is getting away from the insidiousness of philanthropy and not having to have restaurants and people being able to cook at home and cook in a healthy manner and share together and build houses to last instead of boxes for incomes and disposable diaper abuse of the planet and what we need to live on the planet, not the resources, what we need to live on the planet, right? And William Shatner, man, that poor guy. I don't feel sorry for anybody that's famous, especially past January 22nd, 2013. And I don't feel sorry for anybody. You should look at all your business partners and say, man, why did we not recognize what Parsons was doing and did and stuff like that? My kid wouldn't have heart disease. Lots of people wouldn't have been murdered. We would be educating instead of dictating, legislating, and manipulating. We'd stop putting on public displays for our fucked up egos, right? And it's ridiculous with people with money. The thing about insuring Nick Cannon's testicles. Like, my testicles are way more valuable than your testicles, because you're going to raise your kids to be as selfish and narcissistic and stupid as you. Okay, I raise my kids to protect people from selfish people, especially themselves. Okay. And the military sat and watched my testicles almost be ripped off by my wife, who went PTSD because physical scientists at the Pentagon were jealous of my sexual prowess and my romantic courage. All right. So, when you see things like that on TV in front of you, it's like, you guys do know I'm the Messiah and I watch TV and I'm the living spirit of King David. And okay. It's just like, you don't even give a shit if you're completely insulting. And then they'll sit there and say, I'm praying to Lord Jesus Christ and I give all glory to him. And people will say shit like that. And you're like, okay, you do know that the spirit of David is the spirit of Jesus and Moses. Okay. And that he's a real human being. And there are bodies and minds that are cultivated to be the spiritual temple for the soul that is that man. Okay. That's what it says in all the Gospels. And it has scientific validity. Overwhelming scientific validity, okay. But the things I like about technology is the fact that I can use this phone, okay, to broadcast globally truthful scientific understanding of religious communications, and then use that technology to eventually help us rapidly communicate to deliver all our children and all our grandchildren from debt and trespass, egotistical conflict and insanity. And nobody needs $10,000 of make-believe money on their fucking testicles. That's ridiculous. It's like saying we need to save Adolf Hitler's sperm because he's the most superior man in all of Germany. Okay, Himmler, get to work. So get your Auschwitz off the TV and stop talking that way. Okay, Pharaoh and the Great Pyramids, the Great Wall of Fuckendom in China, the Stifle Tower of, we're building great monuments to our egotistical insanity. Look at the great things we can do. Can you build a house for a family to last where people are loved? They win the World Cup and they're running around, this is great and it's history and it's stuff. It's kicking a ball through two posts past another person for make-believe fuck money is more amazing, historical than what Earl did. in the face of disgusting manipulation and temptation of trying just to survive in Cochise County? Seriously? Joe, Barack, Hillary? Is there anything you want to put in that? Why are we watching this stuff about money from New Mexico priest abuse? Okay. Forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal, faithful peace. Don't make yourself vulnerable to people pretending to be like Jesus Christ so they could have sexual access to your children. Okay? Do that. And then you really think scientists with science projects that can invade your house and manipulate you with their science projects and money is going to keep your kids safe? What about the sexual abuse inflicted on Fort Huachuca, by Fort Huachuca and White Sands Missile Range and NASA, okay, on people that teach the Gospels better than the corporation they call the Vatican? What about that? You guys sit there, and I had that in my own father. I sit there and talk to him about what happened in the Boatwright bedroom. My dad says, I don't want to hear that stuff. And I'm like, Dad, you don't tell me that because you sat and you watched all the stuff about the Stormy Daniels Donald Trump trial. Okay? You sat and watched that NRA video about Barack Obama and his sex texting to one inappropriate possible sex texting to one of his coworkers while he was married in an office. You'll sit and watch that stuff, okay, about how these people engage in their business operations and how uncouth they are, and then you get mad because you participated in a popularity contest over money and you got that asshole, and then when you get the asshole you want, you find out he's an even bigger asshole than the asshole you didn't vote for. And then the one man who gets up for us to all deliver ourselves from evil by living the Lord's Prayer and going back to the understanding of Genesis and understanding it in actual conceptual reality and then sustaining it with the faith of Psalms and the wisdom of Proverbs, you tell, I don't want to hear about that. And I understand why he doesn't want to hear about it, because he's embarrassed. Okay? Because he'll still get up and tell me, I told him, I said, I think, it's very possible because of what was set up to barricade and stuff like that, that was probably some kind of a show to make him an empathetic professional wrestling type character, to get more people to vote in the contest for the guy that they want to do for more genocidal operations, that they can expedite their genocidal operations. You put Donald Trump into office, all people are thinking about is making lots of money. I need more money. He's going to help create more jobs and make money. It doesn't matter if those jobs cause environmental problems that give us respiratory failure. I want money. And they'll go to a party, they'll lick toilet seats to trend on YouTube, to make millions of dollars on YouTube and stuff like that, and then die from the disgusting behaviors. And you guys get up and you get put on home confinement to stop your aggressive, self-destructive activities, and you sit at home and say, I can't wait to get back to destroying the environment and fighting over fuck money as soon as possible. I saw Jennifer Lopez do it in her backyard in Miami. And I'm sitting there going, and they were really trying to convince me that this woman was my forever love? I do believe she's like Devon DiCarlo. She's a vampire, but I'm not Fred Gwynn. Okay. I'm not the judge on My Cousin Vinny. Okay, I'm a far more intelligent and better person than anybody represented on that movie. Okay? I don't argue. I'm not a quintessential Gambini. 2 and 2 is 4, right? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Forgive debt and trespass, love one another, eternal peace. Why are we arguing over incessive, genocidal bullshit in this building with these assholes and their fucked up rules of genocide and their fucked up books? How overrated is reading? Okay? Why would you spend 4 hours reading Mein Kampf, the scribblings of a murdering madman? And more people have read Mein Kampf in the world, okay, than they have listened to Judeo Krishnamurti or Haile Selassie speak, or read Judeo Krishnamurti. Okay, Judeo Krishnamurti's books are far more important, far more beautiful, and far more of a gift to mankind. But because it's sensationalized, it's insane, and it had murder and intrigue and all the things you guys perceive as entertainment. People read Mein Kampf and waste their precious time reading fucking Mein Kampf and Turner's Bible, but they won't read Judeo Krishnamurti, okay, or D.T. Suzuki. Don't you think that's sick? Don't you think your reading is a little bit overrated? Don't you think your communications should be based on valid, beautiful understanding of harmony and balance to sustain life through gratitude and love and fidelity and kindness? So it limits our perceptions of having to be courageous to save innocent children from selfish people? Right? I'm kicking your ass sideways. And if you don't know it, you're so fucking stupid, you'll get back on TV immediately and ask for more fuck money.